Today I am going to be having the Gran Habano Corojo, number 5. Well, it's got a nice brown color. It's a little veiny. Ah, that's a nice smell. It's got a real rich tobacco smell. Sweet tobacco with even a floral. It's not just coming off the wind. No, that's this. It's beautiful. It really does have a wonderful aroma. It is a Nicaraguan Corojo wrapper. The binder is Nicaraguan Habano, and the filler is Costa Rican and Nicaraguan. And apparently this is full strength. I didn't expect that either. So this is going to be a full strength cigar. I don't smoke full strength cigars all that often. I wonder if it's going to knock me on my butt. We will find out. Oh wow. That has a very interesting cold draw. Rich, rich, rich tobacco with a floral aspect to it that I did not expect. There's a spiciness just from on my lips, just touching the tobacco. This thing's going to be powerful. This thing's going to be very powerful. Wow. Wowee. Okie dokie, that is strong. That is a strong cigar, for sure. There is so much going on, it's hard to even break all that down. First of all, it just does not even pretend. It just grabs you with both hands and says, I am very strong. Uh, it's got, it's complex. It's got definite deep earth notes. It's got definite coffee. I can even smell the smoke just coming off of it, kind of smells like that. Um, Very complex. So it's going to actually take me a couple puffs to process what I'm tasting for this one. It's like uh, rich black coffee. It's kind of like that. Like a stout cup of black coffee is what it reminds me of. Don't taste any of that floral. It's really just the deep strength of it that I'm tasting. There is a spiciness to it, absolutely. Um, I think that's in there, and it's probably going to build. Um, but wow, this is quite a cigar. Spicy, deep tobacco, deep earth, rich tobacco. There is a element of nuts for sure. I'm definitely tasting like a roasted nut. The draw is really nice. At first I was concerned it might be a little too tight, but considering the characteristics of this cigar, it's probably a really good idea for it to have a tighter draw. Um, but the draw is really nice. It gives you, I feel like I have control over how much smoke I get out of this. You can see the burn, it started off a little weird. There was a piece of the wrapper that was folded a little funny. And actually I think you can see the remnant of that maybe. So there was a little piece of the wrapper that was a little weird. And that's still hanging on. It's not the sharpest burn ever, but it's burning fine. I'm really enjoying it so far. Every now and then I do detect just the slightest hint of some floral. It has a caramelly kind of thing going. Uh, Imagine all the deep earth flavors: coffee, cocoa, nuts, all those kind of flavors are in here. Um, as far as the spice, I thought there was going to be more. There's really not. I'm not complaining about that because it is a powerful smoke, and I don't want it to just completely overwhelm me. So I really am enjoying it. It's a very powerful, very bold smoke. It's burning pretty good. You can tell it's a well constructed cigar. Um, the draw is just about perfect. At first, I was afraid it was going to be really powerful, like, punch me in the face kind of powerful. And that seems to be kind of settling down a little bit. So I think in the very beginning, it just wants to let you know, hey, don't mess around with me. So I haven't been. I've been respecting the Corojo and just puffing on it real light, enjoying all the flavors. It's complicated. It does have a lot of complicated stuff going on. It seems like as I get down here towards the band, it actually seems like it's getting more mellow. Um, it started out very strong, like just knock you in the face strong. And I really feel like it's mellowing as it gets down. That's very interesting because I was afraid if that was the first couple of puffs, how strong it was, that by the time it got down, it was going to be like, whoa, baby. So it's been a real pleasure smoking this cigar. I'm about to take the band off here, the little small band. It's been a fine cigar. Um, it's really got a cocoa-y thing coming off of it. Every now and then I catch a little bit of cocoa, and when you taste it and really let some come through your nose, you can get a spicy cocoa. It's pretty pleasant. There's definitely a caramelly thing. The nuttiness, at first I was tasting definitely like roasted nuts. I'm not getting so much of that anymore. Like I said, it has mellowed down. Like at first, there was so much going on. It was almost like overwhelming to my tiny little brain. So now that's all kind of smoothed out, mellowed down. It's just become a nice smoke. So it's not overwhelming me at all, which I'm really glad about. And it's just really pleasant to kind of very slowly kind of work on it. So this is a cigar that you really have to respect. You have to understand what this is, and you have to appreciate what this is, and you have to treat it for what it is, because this thing is powerful. Um, by the time I got to about the middle, I was really starting to feel the nicotine. The draw does soften up. All the tobacco has softened up here. This band is actually fairly loose, and I've been able to just slide it back. So once it got to about this point, the tobacco is actually fairly soft. I'm taking my time with it. I'm respecting it. The Corojo is very powerful. The body of it is very strong. Just full cocoa, earth, nuts flavor with full strength nicotine. But it's very tasty. It's a fine cigar. I'm really appreciating it. Okay, so the band just came off, slid right off the top. I always like when that happens. Getting down to the bottom of my Corojo. The description on the site calling it powerful and bold, I definitely have to agree with that. Uh, this is not a cigar for a beginner because the full nicotine. Well, if you if you smoke a lot of cigarettes and you're used to having nicotine, I suppose that wouldn't affect you. I can kind of tell I'm probably just about done with it because down here at the bottom it's really starting to get strong. I can feel the nicotine pulsing through my blood. So, and I usually don't smoke full strength. So it's not bothering me, but I stood up and went and did something real quick and came back, and I did definitely feel the nicotine rush. So, warning for newbies, this might not be the one for you. But for the more experienced cigar smoker, I absolutely recommend this. Well, I've gone about as far as I'm going to go with this Corojo. Um, the flavor is good enough that I would like to keep smoking it. I would smoke this down to a nub. It's just that the strength is so strong, especially at this point. I really just have to surrender to the dominance of the nicotine in this thing. Like I said, I normally don't smoke such a strong cigar, so I have definitely enjoyed it. So I do recommend the Gran Habano Corojo number 5 for a bold and powerful smoke with tons of flavor. So there you go. There's the Corojo. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.